Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in today. My name is Ahmed Mitwali. I'm a program manager with the Visual Studio IDE team. Today I would like to walk you through the continuous delivery tools for Visual Studio. The continuous delivery tools for Visual Studio is a DevLabs extension that we released with Visual Studio 2017. It helps developers configure their CI and CD pipelines and focus more on team collaboration. It's a step forward on our path towards tightening that developer loop and improving team collaboration. To check it out, please go to http://aka.ms/cd4vs. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I've got Visual Studio 2017 installed and ready to go here. I'm going to go ahead to the extension and updates gallery and look for our extension. So I will search for the Continuous Delivery Tools extension. Just type in Continuous, it should pop up here. And it is the first one in the list. I'll get it installed. And that requires an IDE restart. Great, and the extension is installed, and we can now restart the IDE. Once the IDE loads up, we notice that we've got a new icon here on our status bar. That's the icon for the Continuous Delivery Tools extension. The menu options here will light up once we've got a proper solution set up. So to do that, we will create a new project. I'll create a new ASP.NET project. The extension supports setting up CI and CD for .NET Core projects to Azure Container Services and ASP.NET projects to Azure App Services. So I will create a new ASP.NET web application. We'll call it VS 2017 launch demo CD4VS. I'll make sure that I create a new Git repository for it, since we need to add this to source control so that we can set up CI and CD for it. I'll create a web forms project. Great, and our project is created and it's added to source control. We've added to local source control. So let's go ahead and publish that Git repo to Visual Studio Team Services. I will go ahead and publish that repository to my VSTS account. And once that is done, I'm going to go back to my solution, right-click on the project, and say I'm ready to configure continuous delivery right now. The dialog is automatically populated with the repository information and the list of branches that are available for me to set up build definitions and release definitions on. So since we only have one branch currently in our repository, we'll go ahead and use that. It selects an app service name for us automatically that it's going to create, or we can pick one from the list of app services that we already have. If we want to edit that, we can click on Edit, go in, and edit that information whichever way we want. For example, I can go ahead and add more digits to it here. And then once we're happy with the configuration, we can click OK. The process starts. Since it's a long-running transaction, Task Status Center will tell us when it's done, or we can go ahead and check the output window and look at what the operation is doing for us right now. Once it's completed, we see that it created a build definition, a release definition, and an app service. We can go ahead and check the build and release definition. As you can see, a build is created and a build definition is created, and the first build is already in progress. There is also a release definition that was created for us, and it should kick in after the first CI build succeeds. As the build is going on, we can go ahead and check the app service itself. So we'll go to Azure and check the status of the app service and the rest of the Azure resources that were created. And that's the current app service that was created for us by the Configure CD dialog. Let's go back to our build and check where it's at. So we've got a build that succeeded. Let's go and see if we have a release in progress yet. So we do have a release that is currently in progress. And the release succeeded as well. If we go back to our application and reload, we should see that our ASP.NET Web App has been deployed to our Azure App Service. So we were able to set up CI/CD with a single click from within Visual Studio IDE. Now, the extension also supports build notifications, so it provides build failure notifications from within the IDE. So to test that, let's go quickly and create a build failure. So I'm just going to add some random characters to my code here, save that code, commit a breaking change, and push that change to VSTS. As that change is being pushed, we'll automatically get another build that runs here. So we see that is a new build that's in progress right now. And it's waiting for an agent to start running. And we can see that the build is starting here. So as that build starts and runs, we'll go back to the IDE. We'll pick the solution. We'll see that that build is selected as the one to be tracked. And as I'm working on my code, doing something else, I eventually get a status notification telling me that my build failed. I can click on this status notification here, and I should be able to see the build details, what failed exactly, and what it is that I should do to fix it. There you have it. I hope that you find this useful and time-saving. Please download the extension from http://aka.ms/cd4vs. Join our Slack channel and provide feedback at http://aka.ms/cd4vs_Slack, and follow us on Twitter at cd4vs. Thanks again, and have a great day.